Alright, welcome back. Time for 3 more games. Let's hop into a queue. Alright, we got an opponent. And a decent hand, especially on the draw, so I'm gonna keep it. We got 2 drops, both colors. And we can just play Monument turn 1 without any drawback. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna drop a Monument and pass. We're up against Stone Scar. Likely Burn Queen. Yep, Burn Queen or Jido. Being on the draw against Jido is not that great, but we'll see how we fare. And if it's actually Jido. So the problem is this makes us vulnerable to Vara's favor, but what can we do? It's Jido anyway, so it's a rally. Yeah, this game is gonna end pretty quickly and not very well for us. Most likely. But the torch was a great top deck, so now we can block and punish a potential rapid shot. Which is great. There's another rally, so just gonna torch that guy. I mean, we could also trade and torch the other guy, but then we have no body in play anymore. So now if we draw like a power, we can get Scepter or Hammer online. Or we draw a unit, like Scepter would have been better, Hammer wouldn't have been enough now that we are on one. So now we at least have a shot. But it's not too likely that we're gonna turn this game around, unfortunately. But getting value out of our Vanquish is a great start. And I think we do what we should have done last turn already, attack for 1. Completely forgot that last turn. But yeah, even a Jido is gonna be enough to kill us. So not excited about that. Like, Fire Influence would be great to slam the Scepter on here, get a 3rd blocker. And there's the Jido. See if he goes for it. I'll hover over a card to give him the impression we got something. But no. He's got us. Yeah, Jido is still a tough matchup, especially without a 1-drop and like a slow hand. Alright. Let's take on the next opponent. Honestly, has been doing really well with the deck. He has been running at like almost 70% the entire last season. So that's some really impressive numbers. I mean, he's probably been running above average, I would assume, with those percentages, but that still clearly shows the deck is really strong. But yeah, with the recent rise in Armory, the deck definitely suffers a bit. Okay, that's a reasonable keep. Bit on the low end of hands that I'm willing to keep, but double Oni and Hammer of Might is a pretty solid starting point. Gonna play our Ronin. And just preferably not draw too much power off the top. But we immediately get rewarded for an unwanted with an unwanted power from the top. Awesome. Oh well. Looks like our opponent might be Armory. Yep, he is, because Seed of Glory into Seek Power usually means armory most of the time. Let's hope he doesn't have a way to punish our Silverwing Familiar, then we might be in okay shape. And even if he does, we at least have 2 units, so we can hammer 1 unit no matter what he does, basically. And at least our Familiar is a 2/2, so if he has a Sword of Icaria and didn't just draw it off the top after he played the Artisan, it would at least trade, so. But it looks like he has no way to shut down the Familiar, and after that it's gonna be pretty hard thanks to the Hammer of Might. So maybe we can redeem ourselves. He at least has a torch for Oni, but that also means it's gonna be much harder for him to pop the Aegis and kill this guy, unless he has a Auric Rune Hammer with 5 or more attack. Let's hope he doesn't. He does not, so that's good. Because our life currently lays in the hands of this guy. Main deck Ruin. Interesting. Into Vanquish, so that's pretty good. At least we have an 8/8 Enforcer and his Vanquish is gone, so let's hope he doesn't have land Harsh Rule as well to follow this up, because then he should have a hard time dealing with this. But of course he has Harsh Rule as well, so he has all the answers. I guess if Armory has all the answers, it's hard to win for Rakano. That's a 1-for-1 trade, that's alright. So seems like he had the sword all along, he just probably didn't have the 3rd undepleted power on 3 to use it. But yeah, that's the point where we're likely out of the game. Yeah, this is not helping. Yeah, I mean, that's like the thing. If the armor matchup is not that terrible in my experience, but they have these draws where their answers just line up perfectly, like they did in this game, especially when we are light on threats, and then there's just like nothing you can do. You just get locked out of the game, they answer everything and then kill you. Yeah, I think we are done here. Okay, one more. We are not doing too well today, but that sometimes just happened. I did pretty well with the deck before I started recording, but now we're just kind of unlucky. Okay, so I got a pretty good hand. Almost perfect. Going to keep this. 1 drop into Ground Watch and potential Scepter, or just Champion of Glory. Our opponent chose to redraw. Let's see if we can do better against Jito this time. These things are really not going in our favor right now. Running into all Armory and Jito. I guess today is not the best day to play this deck. Not gonna block here. But he seems to have a weak draw, so that's good. And I think I'm not gonna play Champion because, given that he didn't play anything, it seems likely that he has a torch or some kind of removal, so I'd rather just bait whatever he has with the Crowd Watch. Knife check's fine. No attack even, that's weird. Didn't expect that, but that allows us to scepter this one up and get in. Seems like this game is going a lot better for us. I'll take that trade any day. in this matchup. Not sure how he's expecting to win if he's playing this defensive. But good for us. He just scooped. That was much easier than the first time around. Alright, at least we managed to take down the second Jido player with a good draw and a bit lackluster draw on his side. So that's nice. Alright. Given how the games went and how unlucky we were with our matchups against Armory, I'm gonna do one more bonus game to hopefully show the deck against something that's not Armory or Jido. Like, for example, Burn Queen. That would be a nice thing to show off, to show how well the deck does against Burn Queen. Alright, we found an opponent for our bonus game. Have a decent yet a bit clunky hand. I think I'm gonna redraw this. Double plate is just almost like having a 6th card opening hand. This is not better. This is awful. But yeah, this is what I mean, like, you only get one redraw, and if you redraw in hands like this, then you're screwed. So you should still aim for having to redraw as little as possible, even though the redraw is more forgiving in this game, kind of, in a sense, than it is in Magic, for example, but it is still much worse than just being able to keep your first hand, basically. Alright. Looks like Big Hombre, which is actually a really bad matchup, so our streak of bad luck continues, especially with the draw that we have, so today is not our day. Or maybe the metagame just shifted to a point where generally playing Rakano in whatever form is not the best plan right now. Alright, gonna torch this and hammer that guy next turn. And hope that this gets us somewhere. Might just be eaten by a Vanquish though. There's the Vanquish. Hopped it. But we got our trigger off, so it's fine. I think I'm gonna play this first. Hold this back because the silence has a lot of value in this matchup. That's alright. I don't feel like blocking here. He's gonna silence it hard after. It's okay, we at least get to silence that guy. And I guess next turn we're gonna block with it. Interesting, I might just play the Outlaw actually and hold back on the silence. Oh, actually never mind, I think I just wanna get the pressure out finally. I think we just gotta amp up the pressure here if we want to have any chance at taking this home. And yeah, we have Vanquish for the first big guy that we might otherwise wanna take care of. Let's just hope he doesn't have a harsh rule, because then we are royally screwed. No harsh rule, that's good. Right here. I smell a wasp on the horizon, but we can diversify our threats at least a bit and have quick draw to not get fully blown out by a wasp. There's no wasp, that's good. No wasp, no hushel. That's like the two cards we don't want to see. Find a way is not a big deal right now. Still takes a while till Seraph is active and it's kinda slow and we have damage in the air. And there is a chance we might just win next turn. And given that he can't wasp. Looks like we have him. Unless he has a third marshal. I think, second or third. And we got him. In a bad matchup even. That is a pretty nice redemption for this video, I would say, and a positive note to end the video on. Oh, and we got a chest upgrade as a bonus for the end of the video. Alright, that's it again for this time. Thanks for watching as usual. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And follow me on social media for more frequent updates. Stay tuned for better production values in the future, thanks to new equipment coming this week. And thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.